All right, we want to get to one of our top stories right now. Today, the Senate is expected to approve the $9 billion aid package for Canadian college and university students. It includes monthly payments and a new system for filling gaps in labor. Joining me now is the Minister of Employment, Workforce Development and Disability Inclusion, Carla Qualtrough. Good to have you on the show this morning, Minister.
Thank you.
Walk us through this. Who qualifies for the benefit and how do they do it?
This is really exciting. So the student benefit is part, as you said, of a $9 billion package that creates jobs for students, that gives them credit for volunteer service in their communities over the summer, that gives more access to student loans and increased student grants, which are you don't have to be repaid. But the benefit itself is a $1,250 a month benefit for Canadian students, and additional $500 a month if you have a permanent disability or if you have children, recognizing that job prospects are less this summer for students, and students are anxious about how they're going to pay their bills this summer, but also how they're going to be able to afford to go back to school this fall.
How do they apply?
It's exactly like the CERB. So by mid-May, we'll have in place a system where you go online, you affirm that you're a student, that you're earning less than $1,000, and pretty much that's it. Within a day, if you've got direct deposit, you'll get the money. If not, if you get a check a couple days later.
I want to ask you about the government job bank and how it works in finding students jobs. How does that function?
Well, basically, students go online to canada.ca, and we have links to employment opportunities across the country. So for our part, we're creating another additional, I think it's 116,000 jobs for this summer, in addition to the Canada Summer jobs, which are already at 70,000 jobs. But employers post jobs both within government organizations and outside, and students can vary. It's pretty much a dating system. You go online, you say, this is my skills, these are the jobs that are available for you.
I want to ask you about one sector in particular. We know that farmers rely on foreign workers to help with planting and harvesting. Could that be an option for students this year?
Absolutely. In fact, we've got a campaign going now, which is called Step Up to the Plate, Feed Canada. It's really encouraging young people to go out and serve their communities by, doing the hard work, working on our farm, feeding their communities. It's actually a really exciting initiative. France had one like this, and 200,000 people stepped up to the plate to help feed their country.
You mentioned off the top volunteering for credit. How does that work?
So we're creating what's called the Canada Student Service Grant. So depending on the number of hours you serve or you volunteer this summer, you can get up to $5,000 in form of a bursary at the end of the summer for students. So you volunteer 100 hours, you get $1,000, 300 hours, you get $3,000, and 500 hours, which is pretty close to full-time volunteering, you'll get a $5,000 bursary from the Government of Canada at the end of the summer.
Minister, one last question. Is that a crocodile or a lizard stuffed animal behind you?
That's my son's, and it's a lizard.
Love it. All right. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. We appreciate your time.
Thank you. I didn't know you could see that.
We always love looking in the backgrounds of people. It's fun. All right. Thank you, Minister. That was fun. All right.
Thanks for watching. If you like this, be sure to subscribe here.
And you can check out more Your Morning videos right here.